Hola, ¿cómo están, bellas y bellos? De regreso por fin con las chicas aquí. Yo soy Alejandra.
Hi. Jackie.
Leslie.
Y aquí estamos con bellas sin reglas. So
Welcome
good to
back.
be back.
I know,
I know,
it's been
it's
a
been a
while.
Yes.
I'm a little sick today too. I'm not sure if you can tell. My voice is a little
just a little
cracky,
bit, but
pero
still
aquí
look beautiful.
estamos.
Yeah. So, girls, a lot has been going on.
Yes.
You know, it's been a while and a lot of trending topics. Yeah, but I want to start off with an important one because Saturday, it was December 1st was World AIDS Day.
Okay.
So AIDS is a really taboo subject because people don't like to talk about it. There's a lot of discrimination against it. And it was interesting to learn about it because it was all over Twitter. You know, everybody hashtagging Happy World AIDS Day. And I learned that AIDS, basically, it's the first health day. You know how we have health days, right? Like, we have, like, awareness for autism. We have awareness for cancer, for all these types of cancers. AIDS was the first health day, like the first health to have a day in the United States. It was in 1988, and it was brought by the World Health Organization, the WHO. So it was interesting. So AIDS was like the first health day to have its official day. And yeah, so as you guys know, AIDS is developed by having HIV. HIV is a virus, and there's no cure for it. And there's people face a lot of discrimination. So I think it's important to have that day because a lot of people who have AIDS are discriminated because they're thought of as just a moral sin or a moral negatively impact on it.
Yeah.
And it's so sad because these people suffer, you know. HIV leading to AIDS is like your immune system is just down. You know, it's easier for you to get sick. It's harder for your body to heal because basically what it does is the virus kills off all the good cells in your body that fight off diseases. And it's so sad. Because were you guys aware about AIDS?
I was aware, but I didn't know there was an actual day for it. Yeah.
I heard about it yesterday. And I knew somewhat of what you're saying.
Okay.
But it's true, like a lot of people are discriminated against, and like the minute or at least like the minute someone says like, "Hey, I'm HIV positive" or "I have AIDS," like
Everybody
people,
looks at them.
thinks of them differently.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it isn't fair because it's like any other disease.
Yeah, the thing that I did know about the AIDS is the AIDS walk that they have, like at least once a year. And actually in high school, I did go to one I was part of the drill team, so we did volunteer at that AIDS walk, and we did that. So that's a good thing that they do.
Do you guys feel that all this awareness, like the walks, like the social media, do you think it helps bring awareness to AIDS?
Yeah, I think it does, and it helps people like come together as well and support each other. Even like people that have AIDS stick together, you know, like support each other and help them, you know.
Yeah, walks in general. I mean, whenever there's marches, it does bring like a bigger. It serves a bigger purpose, and it sheds light on something like the women's walks or any kind of walk. It just brings people together as a whole, and that's when people really start to listen. They start to really listen.
Yeah, definitely. It's important to teach about it, to empower them, that they're not alone, that there should be health care for them, there should be care for them, because something crazy, I don't know if you guys are going to find this crazy as I did, but when I was doing like my little research, I saw that, you know, George W. Bush Sr., right? So Bush's dad. He was president, right? He passed away on Saturday, am I correct? Or... Basically, he passed away, and then people he was the president who defunded all the funds going to AIDS.
Wow, I did not know that.
So people were like talking about it and saying, "This is his karma. Like you defunded this important thing, and you died the same day or the same week of the AIDS
I didn't know that. I think
that's crazy.
Friday,
okay.
But it's still the weekend up.
Still the weekend up. So people were like
it's
mad.
Crazy.
They were like, "This is your karma." This is like people were just.
I didn't know that.
It was crazy.
Wow.
I was like, psh. And then,
mind blown.
yeah. And then just one more thing before we move on to the next topic. There was like a trending picture with Princess Diana. She did a lot of charity work, and then one of the she had visited an AIDS patient, and like they showed her like she was like touching the patient's hand with no gloves, and people were like, "See, she's like this real person. She didn't think she was more and had her gloves on, and someone who's sick because people who have AIDS, like people don't want to touch them because they
think it's contagious.
They're gonna get it like that. That's not how it works. But people, we can be closed-minded. But so just want to bring awareness, and I think it's a very important issue. So
well, thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
But on a more lighter topic, more like funny side or more fun side actually, or more pop. Have you guys have heard of the Thank You Next song, right?
Yeah, I heard it.
So have you guys seen that video?
I loved it.
Yes. Watched it.
Yeah, so it just came out yesterday, and already just on the first day already has more than 74 million views.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's Ariana's Grande is Thank You Next song. She wrote it, and like her overall music video is really funny because it has like a mixture of the movies Mean Girls, Bring It On, Legally Blonde, and 13 Going on 30.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So it has like little video clips of it like throughout the whole music video, which is pretty funny. And then like overall, she talks about like her past relationships. So and in the song she mentions one taught me love, one taught me patience, and one taught me pain. So I feel like every girl out there could relate to that.
Yes.
Like, and I know that song. I've seen it all over Twitter, like memes all over it, like, and just people like thinking that meme, like one taught me love, one taught me patience, one taught me pain. Like, they started doing it as a meme, like with random pictures, you know, like of stuff, which I thought that was pretty cool. But it's actually like very empowering. If you actually listen to the lyrics as well, it's like very empowering. Like, how she became stronger from every like relationship. How every relationship taught her something different. Yeah. So it's just like I feel like every girl could relate to that song as well.
I feel like a lot of it is just like every relationship does teach you a lot, you know? It's like one taught me patience, one taught me pain. But I think just like looking at it on the positive side of everything, what just makes it all better. Like, okay, this happened for a different purpose or a reason, you know?
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Even if you can't relate to it, just the movie references. Like, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, the movie references. Yeah, and it does have some famous like people that we know of. So like Kris Jenner comes out in it.
Yeah.
And then Jonathan Burnett and Stephanie Drummond, along with like any other like YouTube stars that are out there. There are a few of it. So if you haven't seen it, go ahead and see it. You won't regret it. I promise you that you won't regret it. But yeah,
a lot of the original actors and actresses came out.
They came out in the video. And then she hit it with the bend and snap. She did that really good.
Oh yeah, she did.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, and I guess like going off of a different topic now. I know this is ongoing. But about like that rapper 6ix9ine going to jail.
Oh yeah,
Tekashi.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
It's crazy because sorry to jump in, but he interviewed at the Breakfast Club, right, with Charlamagne the God.
Oh, and he made him apologize.
DJ Envy and why did I forget her name? She's so cool. She's one of the co-hosts, Angela V, right? Or Angela Yee, sorry. So he interviewed like days before, and then he ended up going to jail after that, like a few. Prison. Isn't he in prison?
Yeah, he's in prison. Yeah. Waiting to see what sentence he gets, which is sad.
I think during that interview, he made one of the guys apologize to him. He goes, "You owe me an apology." He's like, "Why?" He goes, "Because you didn't believe in me, and look at me now." He told him that you owe me an apology. He's like, "You told me that I was only gonna last 6 months, and now I'm where I am." And then he goes to prison. But and I feel like, I'm not sure if it might be, I don't know. I feel like when you're gathering fame and money, you really need to keep your ego as low as possible. Yeah.
Humble.
Because, and believe me, like, I think he was humble in a way. Like, he'll donate a lot of his money. But then he has that side where, hey, I made it. I make a lot of money. I'm famous. I mean, you know, it's like, it's something that people really need to be aware of, like your ego. No matter how much money you make, how rich, how powerful you are, always actually kill your ego if you can. Just kill it. Yeah. Because look what happens. Like, you go up, you think you're climbing the ladder, and you are, and then all of a sudden, because of your ego, you fall down.
Not only that, like hanging out with the wrong crowds as well, like with the wrong people. I feel like that kind of has, an effect on where you are and where you come from.
Yeah.
Or what happens to you.
Exactly.
Like in his case.
Yeah. So always do that.
Gotta keep that ego in check. You're right.
For sure.
Because it's so easy to just let it overpower you, but you shouldn't.
Yeah. It happens to a lot of artists, not just like 6ix9ine, but it happens to a lot of them. Like they have like all this money and fame, and all of a sudden they're gone. Why? Because their ego got in the way. You know, always like never think you're better than anyone. Yeah.
Well, like sorry to jump in, but like kind of like Mariah Carey. I don't know if you guys heard of it, but she dropped an album.
She did.
I didn't even know about it until like somebody told me like, what? She dropped an album? Like I didn't even know about it. So just like I haven't heard of Mariah Carey. I haven't heard her name that much. So it's just like maybe it's just me because I like of work or whatever. But like I didn't even know that. So I was just like, she dropped an album? Like she's still singing? Like So to me at least she had disappeared for a while.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I still haven't heard her album, but
I recommend the song "Get the Fuck Out" from her album.
Oh, I've heard it.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's like GTFO, right?
Yeah, it's called GTFO.
GTFO.
Yep.
Yeah. I guess I'll listen to it after.
Her vocal skills, though, damn. Yeah. Have you heard her like sing live, like on videos on YouTube?
Now, no, I haven't.
Not
now, no.
Oh, well,
she's still good.
I think she is. Yeah.
Okay.
Because of that. Remember when she had that incident at the New Year's Eve?
She needed her teeth.
I heard about that.
But I feel like that's so Mariah though, because I think people expect that from her, and they want her to do something that outrageous, and she does it. Like I think the year before, she was lip syncing, and she was like, "Oh well," and she just like let the song play.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, and I feel like it's like so Mariah. Like people like expect that from her.
Okay.
So
she's a diva.
She gets her
yeah,
own
she's
way.
a diva. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this other time, it was about the tea. She goes, "I'm not going to sing unless I have my tea." So she didn't sing. And then I could just wait. I mean, I can't wait. What is she going to do this year?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just part of her.
Yeah,
you know?
it is.
But imagine having that kind of. She has that kind of power though. She's that big.
Yeah.
That she has.
Yeah.
She can
They-
use that audacity to be like.
People can tell her anything. They're like, "You're Mariah. You can do whatever you want."
Yeah.
Oh my god! And then she and J Lo are like not cool. I don't know if you guys seen like.
No, I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know
drama or
that.
Something like one of the award shows. Mariah was performing and J Lo was on her phone. And you know how the cameras grab the audience's
And then they just
reactions?
focus, yeah.
So they like were looking at that and like I don't know if you see some interviews, you can you see a little bit of shade like.
Wow.
Like Mariah who or like J Lo who like they throw shade at each other.
I
like,
didn't
really,
know that.
Really small,
Oh.
but
I didn't know that.
but they're both great. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of explains it. I didn't really watch the video and I didn't pay attention. But now that you mentioned that, there was like Ariana Grande was singing in the car with Mariah, and then it's the same exact video but with J Lo. So I think they were kind of like referencing, or maybe they were just kind of like, I saw it, but I didn't really pay
Wow.
attention to it until now.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
little bits. Unless people are making it bigger than it is, but there's
Yeah.
something that they just
Yeah.
don't really put.
Well, they're both great divas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are.
Oh, well, there's also something else that I heard going back to Tekashi 69 and involving that whole Nicki Minaj and Cardi B incident. Did you guys hear about the whole Fashion Nova
Yep,
thing
I heard
too?
about it. Yep.
No.
Okay,
what happened?
so Cardi B started a label with Fashion Nova.
Okay, I know that.
Yes.
Okay, so apparently Fashion Nova had paid Tekashi up front already so that he could mention the name Fashion Nova in one of his songs. But he is Team Nicki. So when it came down to the song and when they dropped, I guess, he didn't mention Fashion Nova. He mentioned something else. Because since he's Team Nicki and Fashion Nova is related to Cardi B, he didn't want to relate that.
Yeah.
So he's getting sued by Fashion Nova now.
Oh, he's getting sued?
Yeah, he's gonna get sued by Fashion Nova because they paid him. They paid him to say Fashion Nova in his song, and he didn't. So that was a breach of contract. So there's another 69.
I heard that Nicki told him to not mention them. So he mentioned apple bottoms, right?
Yeah, I think he mentioned apple bombs. Yeah,
But I don't know if it's true. I heard that Nicki like told him don't.
yeah,
include-
that I heard that too.
Oh,
So it's
wow.
just
There's so much drama in the music industry.
Can we just
a lot
open
a lot happened this whole time we were gone.
No.
Oh my goodness. Oh, y el presidente de México ya lo inauguraron el viernes, ¿no? The new president of Mexico.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
my,
I think
my
that's
sister
what
was
happened.
telling me.
I don't know if anyone's aware of that, but
Yeah, my
just
sister
throwing
was
it out
telling
there.
me.
Okay, well I think that's it for trending topics for this episode. So we'll go on a break and then we'll be right back.
Come back.
See ya.
Shop MX LA Beauty for quality makeup at amazing prices. For smooth, soft lips, use a cherry lip scrub followed by the new coconut lip mask infused with vitamin E. Let your creativity fly high with the Ultraviolet Galaxy palette, which includes 18 shimmer and matte eyeshadows and also 3 amazing highlighters. Use the code BELLAS for a discount off your order. Wholesale and retail now available at www.mxlabeauty.com.
Hi everyone, we're back. Hola bellas, ¿cómo están? Ya regresamos
Welcome back.
de regreso.
Bienvenidos.
Bueno, well, women in 2018, we did a lot of things happened with women this year.
Yeah,
A lot. I feel like it was our year.
It was,
You know?
it's an empowering year for women.
Yeah, it definitely was. And I feel like, we're bellas. We are a woman empowerment podcast. It fits perfectly with what we're going to discuss.
Yeah.
For instance, like right now, like Lady Gaga did a lot. I mean, she was like you're going to mention it, you were mentioning the Me Too movement. And she mentioned it too, how she used to be harassed in the music industry in her early beginnings. And she never said anything because she says that it was like, it's a rule. It's like, you're going to get
Stay
harassed.
quiet.
You're gonna get harassed, and everyone, all the women knew. She said she knew she was gonna get harassed, and it was kind of like a written rule. It's a rule. I'm sorry, an unwritten rule. Like it's gonna happen, and just deal with it. So she was mentioning, like I'm glad that that a lot of women are coming up, or shedding light on this topic. And I mean, she's been in the music industry for many years, and now she's in the movie industry.
Yeah, with her movie,
Yeah.
what was it? What's the movie?
Born a Star?
Born a Star, yeah.
Yeah. And
A Star is Born.
A Star is Born, there you
A
go.
Star is Born.
it's-
Yeah,
I was close, right? No, but it's so important for these people to speak up because it's fear that we don't speak up. It's,
Yeah.
And, you know, and then once that, you know, it was like a little domino effect. People,
With the Bill Cosby.
Everybody started speaking up, and it was because now they felt empowered. Now they felt like they could use their voice to use it and protect others, because it's sad. That's like the entertainment industry. Like, they want you to have that attitude, like, oh, you expect it, deal with it. But that shouldn't be the attitude.
Yeah.
You know, and it's nice that now it's changed. And now I think people or men are going to be more conscious of what they say.
What they do.
And then women are going to be more comfortable speaking up if they feel uncomfortable, because a woman shouldn't. Why should we put up with that? We shouldn't.
No.
There's no reason
I
to put up with that. So I'm really happy that they spoke up.
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of more and more women are coming out, and I mean, I'm very proud of I mean, I think if it takes the first person to do it, I think that's tough, because it could either make them or break them. You know, like they could either be like, oh, they, you know, it's just that you know, whoever spoke up the first time was very. It must
she
have been
opened the
hard
pathway or the door to
everyone,
everybody else,
every other woman.
and to have movements start like the Women's March and then the Me Too movement, like for that to start out like just like that one person, you know, like it's very empowering.
And then imagine, I am imagining that not everyone spoke up, because because it kind of taints your career. Like, it's gonna, you know, like. There's probably a lot of women that didn't speak up.
Yeah.
And that's okay, because if you're not comfortable, you shouldn't. I mean, you should, right? But, like,
if you're not comfortable, then you don't.
That's you. That it happened to you. You shouldn't have to say anything if you don't want to.
Yeah.
I
happened to men
that.
too.
Oh, and men, you're right.
Men have, it does happen to men too.
Yeah, like the hell Kevin Spacey, how I guess he harassed this little boy or something. I don't know. It's just crazy. Like, and I think that's really important that we need to acknowledge that, because, it happens to more women. But it happens
to men too. But with men, you hardly hear it, because men don't speak out about it, because then they'll be judged. Like, why are you complaining? You know, like, like why are you complaining?
But it's by men. It's men harassing men.
Not only that, but some women harass men too.
Yeah, and women harassment too.
Yeah.
But I feel like when the men harasses a man, they're probably more ashamed of it, because it's a man on a man. But either way, if a woman harasses a man, that they should be speaking up about it.
But
too.
then they have the mentality, oh, like, why are you, like you said,
why
are you complaining?
You're a man. It's a woman harassing you.
Yeah, you should like it, you know. But no, it does happen.
Standard. It's not cool.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So much things. So, like, we just listed off with the Me Too movement, right? The march. Equal pay, right?
Yeah.
More women have been speaking up. I was watching this interview with, you know, Ellen Pompeo from Grey's Anatomy?
Yes.
Her and Gabrielle Union and Gina Rodriguez. Gina Rodriguez she's a badass motherfucker. Her and Emma Roberts. There was an interview, and they're talking about equal pay. And they were saying, Gina Rodriguez, I think you guys can relate to this. We're Latinas, right? So even Latinos get paid less than the other races, the other minorities. Yeah. And Gina Rodriguez was saying that when she began making more money as an actress, she knew she was getting paid less, but she didn't want to speak up, because we grew up as Latinos, and like, you should be grateful. Why do you want more? You're making good money. Why are you complaining? Like, so, but it's important for you to speak up, because we deserve more. Why should you? We're playing the same role.
Why are you getting paid more than I am? Yeah,
exactly.
So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like as Latinos, like, we can. It's hard to like want to speak up because of that mentality, right?
Yeah.
Like no, I'm fine. Like, I'm making this much, it's okay. But like, no, like
me conformo con esto. Like, no, if you know you deserve more, you get more. You know, and it's like, I feel like it's a law of, like, you attract the more money you want to make, the more money you will make. You know, but it's it all starts with you asking for it. Yeah. You're like, hey, wait a minute, like.
Yeah. Sometimes something so simple is just ask, because if you don't ask, the answer will always be no, right?
Yeah.
But or you'll never know, or you're just think like, what if I would have said this? Like, you know, you won't be like, what did I say? Like, you won't be comfortable, I guess, like knowing like the what if.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
that's true.
And I think no, but they're definitely like that topic about equal pay. It's
yeah.
I hear it a lot more. My sister talks about it all the time. I mean, she has all these statistics, and she tells me, and I'm like, wow. My sister's like, oh, maybe we should have her on the podcast one day.
We should.
Oh, we should.
Yeah,
we bring your sister.
Like, she's into politics. I mean, but mostly women. Like, she's all about womenens rights.
Yeah. That's good. Speak up more stats, because I don't have any like stats numbers. I just know that we get paid less.
Yeah. No,
we don't know how much less, but it's less.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's crazy. Like, there's just so, like, it's been a good year for women, right?
Yeah.
So one of our guests She was on our show previously.
Tatiana.
Tatiana.
Oh, yes. Shout out to Tatiana.
She opened up her own shop.
Yep,
For Andrea's Healthy Kitchen.
Congratulations. We're very proud of you. We knew it.
Yeah.
We can't wait to visit your shop, and it's coming up soon. So just stay tuned on her Instagram. I think she'll most likely be posting like an opening date or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're very proud of you.
For Andrea's Healthy Kitchen.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So it's been a great week for women, gracias a Dios. But let's move on to like fun stuff, festivities, Christmas.
It's Christmas time.
We all do something different, I'm sure. Every culture does something different. So, I mean, what do you do? What do you do, Ale? What does your family do?
Well, it's always usually the same. Like we get together either at my mom's house or my cousin's house, and we just make food. Lots of food. Tamales, pozole, buñuelos.
It's that season. It's that season.
It's that season to gain weight, right? I just
Yeah.
kidding. No, so it's always a get together, and we usually do Secret Santa. So, you get a little papers and hats, and then everyone picks a name, and you get the present. And we like to when we do the Secret Santa, we do it, so cuando the clock hits 12, right?
Yeah.
It's Christmas. Obviously, like we, hug each other at Christmas. And do you guys have like a Niño Dios? Are you guys familiar with the Niño Dios?
No, I don't do that.
Yeah, we
So I have that at home too. So a veces le cantamos a Niño Dios because that's how I grew up, like celebrating it. Y le cantamos and rezamos, like a quick prayer. And then after that, we open the presents. And when we do the presents, we like to do pranks. So one year, my dad, alguien le regaló like a thong as like the joke and then the real present.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's, like,
funny.
So we do like little pranks like that on the presents, and then I think it's typical food, family, celebrando al Niño Dios and stuff.
Yeah.
And this year, primeramente Dios, I'm going to be going to Mexico, so kind of the same thing. Guanajuato, yeah. I mean, también es de Guanajuato.
Paisana.
So yeah, what about you?
Well, it's like all of us have gotten older, me and my siblings, but we still come around, we still come together, and I'm very glad that we still do. They come home to my parents' house. My mom, I mean, she's our queen. Like, she wants to see all of us together, so we're always together during Christmas time. And I know like that we all they have like their own families, so they'll like spend half and half. But like this morning over breakfast, I had breakfast before coming here with my parents, and I brought out a picture when we were. I think I was like 3 weeks old, and it was a family picture, and that kind of got like very sentimental for my parents. And we were just talking about all of our memories. They were like, "Oh my God, Leslie, like you've come a lot. All of us have grown up so much."
Yeah.
And I mean, like our Christmas did change a lot, like from when we were kids. And it was just, I remember like my parents would buy all of us gifts, and whenever I was home alone, I would like, I don't know, I was like so sneaky. I would like, I would like just open up the tape, just
to see what it is,
so they wouldn't notice that I opened them myself. I wanted to know what I got. So I was just telling them that over breakfast, and they were laughing. They were like, "Oh my God, Leslie!"
You were so excited, no te puedes esperar, huh?
No me puede esperar. So it was just that, like we're just, and it's always. Oh, and we have like, so my dad always filmed our steps, like everything. So we have like a bunch of like movies that we have in the garage, and they're all VHS. But we still have a VHS. So they were like, "Leslie, ¿no te acuerdas when it was like a Christmas time?" Or I think it was my birthday, because my Christmas and birthday, like they're around the same time. And I think there was a cake, and my older brother, Louis, like he put my head inside the cake. But I've never cried. Pero yo era bien traviesa. Like I was like, and then I remember like instead of crying, I grabbed the cake and I just like put it on his face. And I was only like 3. So we're gonna.
That's funny.
So we're gonna do that. We're gonna watch all of our videos when we were babies. It was like I was 3. So we're gonna watch. We're just gonna gather up and and watch all the movies.
Oh,
when you said that we're going to do
nice.
that, I thought you were going to say, we're going to do the cake again.
Oh no, I was like, all right.
Oh my God, I might laugh.
That sounds like a good time. Yeah. What about you, Jackie?
Well, my family's pretty small, so this year, I think we don't do it Christmas Eve because I have my aunt. She works in a hospital, so she doesn't get that day off.
Okay.
So we actually do it the 25th. We just have like a little comida. I'm Salvadorian, so we have panes con pollo. We have Salvadorian tamales and stuff like that. And so we either do it at my mom's house, my grandma's, or my aunt's house. It's just really, really small.
Yeah.
And I'm the oldest for my grandma, she only has 3 grandkids. Okay. So, and I'm the oldest.
Okay.
And then the rest are 10 years younger, and then 20 years younger. So it's just like, it's just a very small family, but it's still like, it's still, we still have a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And we don't, we get presents for everybody. So like, we don't do a Secret Santa, although that would be kind of cool. But yeah, I actually do not work though. But yeah, with my family, we just get presents for each other. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And then since my grandma's birthday is 2 days before Christmas, the 22nd or the 23rd. I don't know, because I do have another cousin the 23rd, like they're the same day. We also celebrate her birthday as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just like her birthday, like it's her birthday and then Christmas, and then so it's just a good time. It's just a small family, but a good time.
Yeah, definitely. Now that you mentioned the 24th and 25th, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that like a Latino thing that we start the 24th?
The 4th, and the 25th, you don't do anything? Yeah.
And then usually like Caucasians or other people, usually they do it the 25th.
Yeah,
right?
I have friends that do it. When they like hear me, I'm like, oh yeah, it's Christmas. They're like, no, it's not. I'm like, yeah, yeah, it is.
Yeah, Hispanic Christmas.
Yeah, no, we do. We open our gifts at midnight. Well, like 25th midnight. So 24th turning. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's at midnight. Like everyone knows, and it's funny. Like last year, even though like my brothers aren't living with us, like like they moved out, they still came from midnight.
Oh, really?
To open the gifts together. Yeah.
That's nice.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I want to ask you something. You mentioned Salvadorian tamales. How are those? I've never had one. So can you describe them or like how?
Aren't they really long?
They're
Like la hoja está más larga, no?
Yeah, so the hoja that they use is the plátano.
Yeah. They're
Yeah,
really
so
good.
the masa is different. I don't know how to prepare it because I don't cook. I don't cook yet, not yet, but I will learn. But yeah, I know just the masa is different. They have like, it has pollo obviously, but it also has like little like vegetables that they put inside, like papa. Sometimes they put like zanahorias, and then there's other one that I cannot pronounce and I always forget. But it's just different, and then they're not small like the Mexican ones are small. So
Yeah,
the Salvadorian ones are a little bit
larger.
bigger. They're larger. They're like maybe about like this big.
Yeah. My cuñada is Salvadorian. So hey Rosa, how are you?
Hi.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm like familiar with food, and actually my compadre is Salvadorian too. So I have a lot of my friends that are Salvadorian, so that I'm like aware of it.
Yeah.
I see it. I watched it.
So
Yeah.
the difference is the obviously the masa, but the leaf is the plátano. Because is it the Mexican one? I don't know what the name of it is, but
I think it's the
or just Latino
is
version.
it like or is it elote?
Is the elote,
Yes,
right?
elote.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so that's just okay. I need
So
to
that's
try.
like a major difference. But
I need to try a Salvadorian tamal.
yeah.
The pastelitos are good too.
Oh yeah.
What is
They're
that?
good.
They're
It's like,
I mean you'll be better. You'll
I
be
don't know how
better
to
at
explain it, but it's just like,
It's a dessert though, right?
it's no, it's
No,
food.
no.
It's like
It's
a
actually-
Is it pastelitos? I was like, oh,
No,
That's what
it's
they're called.
It's like a stuffed tortilla, like
okay.
you could say, like a stuffed tortilla. Yeah.
I'll Google
So
it.
it's like a pupusa, but not, it's not a pupusa. It's just smaller.
Like an empanada?
Like an empanada type of thing. Yeah. So it's just, but it's called pastelitos, but it's not a dessert.
They're really good.
I was like, this is not a dessert. One of these days, one of these podcasts will have just Salvadorian food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So Ale could get familiar
We'll
with
talk
it.
about it.
But yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. Yeah, it's because food is just it unites people. Like it's just
Yeah.
like it's just a good tradition, right? Like
Yeah.
it brings everyone together and
Yeah.
yeah.
Food from all over, from every culture, and there's similar foods. Like I've had Indian food, and it reminds me of like birria, like something that they have, and it's, so everything's like similar.
Yeah,
Just
and
depends.
it's crazy because like even Mexico, different states have their own versions. Like like I'm from Guanajuato, and my friend is from Michoacan, which is like an hour away,
Yeah.
or like or a little bit more, and she has different foods that I've never tried, and we're both Mexican.
Yeah.
So no matter if it's like the same like country, but there's still everybody has their own tradition.
Yeah,
So I
exactly.
find that interesting.
Yeah, everyone has their own thing. Like ours is like we're very known for cajeta.
Cajeta,
Yeah, and then Michoacan, like aguacates.
Oh yeah, avocados are.
Yeah,
what is that?
Sinaloa tomates. So everyone has like their own thing, but even like their own different plate. Like everyone does their own type of menudo, or even though it's different country. I mean, I'm sorry, the same country, different
Yeah.
states do different foods.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Like with Guatemalans, the tamales are kind of the same, like the Salvadorian ones, but they also have a different kind of tamales called the chuchito. So it's just a smaller version, like of a tamale. It's just really, really tiny, but it's also really good. So it's just, it's just different. Like we're both Central American countries, but like some of the foods are still kind of the same, but it's just different names.
Yeah.
But the tradition's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, I'm hungry, so bye, guys.
Tengo hambre.
yeah.
Bueno, pues I think that wraps up our conversation for the day, right?
Yeah.
We covered like women topics and the trending topics, and que viva la mujer. Like, hopefully
Yes.
next year we even go better. We break more milestones
Yeah.
and not let people dictate how we should
will.
live our
Yes.
lives.
Yeah, and like I went to I mean, like before we ended, I went to like this event called Relentless last year, and it was Alex Rodriguez. And he was talking about women. Like he's like J-Lo. If like this is Women's Year, but I feel like the next 100 years are gonna be all about women. It's
Yeah.
all women, and it's amazing how he talks about J-Lo and how great she is.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
I love them together.
Yeah.
He loves her a lot. You can see it now.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And don't forget to tune in to our other podcasts that are sponsored by Nopal Azul. We have Mentor District. And then right now, Cafeteando is under construction. So wait until 2019 for more details.
Yeah. And also, there is a fundraiser coming up on December 15th by Evil Cooks. So it's going to be at the El Sereno Park on Eastern Avenue and Clement Street from 5 until we get cold. But yeah, it's just a donation drive, like a toy drive or whatever. For you could go ahead and donate toys, blankets, sweaters, anything to help women and children in a shelter. It's actually going to be going to TJ, where it's going to be a home for women that have been in an abusive relationship with their families, with their kids, and they're living in this home. So that's where all the proceeds are going to be going to. So if you're available to go on December 15th, like the whole Nopal Azul team is going to be going, everybody from Mentor District to Bellas. So we're all going to be going and taking part of it as well.
And there's also going to be free tacos.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be free tacos. Who doesn't like free tacos? But yeah, so if you could go ahead and donate, we really appreciate it. Just go ahead and just go to El Sereno Park on December 15th with the fundraiser for Evil Cooks.
Yeah. Help out your community. It's important.
Yeah. And it is for a good cause.
Yeah.
That's all.
For women who are being abused.
Yes. So thank you so much for tuning into Bellas y Reglas. Yo fui tu host, Alejandra.
Leslie?
Jackie Dubon, and that's a wrap.
Bye.
Bye.